have a marketing midterm to take this week. It opens tomorrow, and then today is Wednesday, so it opens tomorrow, Thursday, and it closes on Sunday. I feel like I understand the stuff we're talking about in class. I feel like I have a solid grasp of the concepts, but my understanding is that there will be some marketing math, calculating unit price, margin price, percent, selling price, stuff like that. For this class, we don't have a textbook, but we had to purchase a subscription to this course pack, which is a series of PDFs that cover different topics. I haven't read a single one yet, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna tell y'all that, but I'm like, why would I have this channel and not talk about my experience if I wasn't gonna be honest? The Introduction to Strategy one, this one it's like 39 pages. Like, that is just so much reading. I need to watch office hours. I need to do whatever practice on marketing math that I can. I'm gonna review my notes. And we can also have a cheat sheet, 1 page, front and back. All that is to say, it's time to lock in. Well, it was probably time to lock in at least a week ago, but it didn't occur to me until like Sunday that this exam was opening this week. We're still here, we're gonna get it done. Our finance instructor said he's gonna be doing an office hour to talk about growing annuities. So I'm gonna make my lunch, and then I'm going to hop onto this office hour, then jump into the reading.
Difference here is the withdrawal is at the end of the year.
Okay.
So if you click on the ending amount, so that's going to be NE.
I just got off the office hour with my finance professor. They were talking about growing annuities and how to use the goal seek function on Excel. The funny thing about that is when I was looking at that lecture a week or so ago, he was talking about the goal seek function. I had no idea what he was talking about, so I had intended to reach out to him at some point. But because I am not as up on my study plan as I would like to be, in terms of both classes, frankly, but especially with finance, given that we have this exam for marketing coming up, I just hadn't gotten around to it. So I do appreciate that I was like on there. And I like going to office hours too, because like the professors have like so many classes that they're teaching, and then also in this cohort, you could easily go through this program and never do an office hour, and the professor will essentially never know who you are besides a name on the screen. But I like doing them for that reason. So I had this brilliant idea of I need to get my butt in the gym, and I have been avoiding going for like 2-ish weeks now. And I also need to read for marketing. And so I'm like, what if I just read while I walked on the treadmill? So that's what I'm about to do. So it's the next day. I woke up a little bit earlier than normal so I can get a little bit more studying done. I did do some more reading last night. What I haven't done yet though is take notes on the things that I read. So I'm gonna spend some time this morning doing that. I've got about an hour and some change, maybe a little bit more. I've got a work event that's a little bit later than when I would ordinarily go into the office, so I have a little more time. I have had a bit of a productive morning. I'm so proud of myself. So we're gonna just jump into some studying, and then I'm gonna meet up with my cohort member or my classmate this evening at the Kava bar like I did when I had my exam in term 1. I think it was the same girl. We're gonna go to the same place, and it's gonna be a good time. In the meantime, let's get into taking these notes. TikTok in ways that I just never have on Instagram. Maybe because on Instagram I know people know me on there, and like my name and face are attached to TikTok too, but it's just like different. It's like walking into like a room full of strangers where you can kind of just decide who you want to be versus like a room full of people who you already know, who it's like you already have a kind of identity. And Instagram, I feel like you have to have the aesthetics. You have to like put so much more effort into curating your thoughts and the visuals in a way that stresses me out. Like, I've been trying to post more on there. Like, whenever I have like a little idea, I kind of just try to like go with it or just see if I can bring it to life and then just post it and leave. But like, ironically, as much as I dislike Instagram, it's the most addictive app to me. Like, I spend the most time on there for sure, mostly just hating my life and being jealous of everybody who I either follow or is fed to me, which is nuts. So I just took a quick little break to send my friend a voice memo. I've got about 30 minutes before I need to like pack up and get going to my work things. I'm going to wrap up my notes on this reading, which I'll be done pretty soon, and then get going. It's taken everything in me though to not like jump to this sewing project I've been doing and working on since like a few days ago. This year I decided I was gonna get back into sewing, and I'm so excited, but I'm like, I don't have time to do it. Maybe I should stop watching TV. But it's taking everything in me to not stop doing this and do that. But I have to remind myself like that's gonna be a reward. It's gonna be a reward rather than like scrolling mindlessly on like any of the apps. So I'm gonna get this done probably when I come back home tonight. No, because I'm gonna go study with my classmate, and then I'm probably gonna do some more studying, and then I don't know. I really want to work on my sewing. I'll check in a little bit later today, probably when I meet with my classmate. If not before, I'll see y'all later. Hey, I'm on the way to meet with my classmate. I'm running late because I have to take some clothes to my mom for my daughter because she's gonna hang out with her again tonight. Hey, I take my wins where I can. We're gonna yap because I think we will probably also work on some examples. I brought a piece of cardstock paper from my printer at home because I do intend to start working on my cheat sheet for my exam, so we can have a 1-page letter size front and back full. The professor literally said, he's like, you can do it in 2 font and use a magnifying glass if you want to, but he was very clear that he's pulling stuff directly from the slides. And with that in mind, I don't think I'm gonna go through the trouble of reading all of the readings. Let me know what y'all would do. Let me know in the comments, like if he told you that he's only gonna he was very clear that his questions on the exam come directly from the PowerPoint slides, which take the high level topics from the readings. And I took pretty good notes in my notebook. I am gonna review the slides, and I am gonna review the marketing math. And we also have an assignment. The assignment is something like pick your favorite promotion and like answer some questions about it. It's a very easy assignment. I'm not gonna hold you. This might be my favorite class so far. I like a lot of the strategic thinking that we have to do, or like the creative problem solving, which leads me to believe that like maybe marketing can be my next career pivot vibe. I think my understanding of marketing to date has been just like social media marketing and like digital marketing. I don't know why I said it like that. I was kind of mocking the people who do like the Digital Wealth Academy and the other like MLM scam thing where they talk about how they made $10,000 in 1 month. I've done social media. I don't want to do that anymore. I talked about this in another video. I'm so done doing social media like for work. There are other aspects to marketing. Like, I really love the conversation in the assignment that we had where we had to talk about creating a new channel for a well-known brand. And I really liked thinking about that. And like strategists just like think about those things. Maybe they get some research and they present. Like, I could totally do that. It's Friday. Last night I met up with my cohort member for a study session, basically a yap session. We talked about class, we talked about our study plans, what we still need to do, how we're feeling about things. I also had a meeting with my cohort group. We have a project in each class we're taking this semester. As I mentioned before, I'm taking marketing and finance, and each of those classes have projects. And as I was looking at the calendar and trying to give ourselves kind of like a game plan of, okay, here's where we're gonna have stuff done. It's rapidly approaching. The first project is due March 2nd. That's less than a month from now. The other one is due March 12th. For the marketing one, we have to put together a presentation and present it on a Zoom call, like a video, and record it. That's gonna take some time and coordination. So last night we developed a timeline. I need to write up a recap email and send it to our team. One person was unable to attend because he wasn't feeling well, and also we have like assigned delegated tasks and stuff. I need to write that up and send it out to everyone. I'm gonna do that a little bit later today, but before I go into work this morning, I want to spend some time working on my cheat sheet for my exam. Originally, my plan was to take the exam this afternoon. I don't know if that's still going to happen. I feel like I will be more comfortable taking it tomorrow with a little bit more time this evening to do some more review. The concepts in this marketing exam feel pretty straightforward to me. It's just, I think there will be some items in terms of specific terms and language and things that I need to review and make sure I'm 100% clear on and don't get mixed up or don't get tripped up. So I'm gonna spend some time working on my cheat sheet and then I'm gonna go to work. I'll probably do some more review, watch a couple. Oh, here's another thing. I just realized there's another set of lectures that I haven't watched yet. But what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take notes in the PowerPoint because he doesn't really add a ton in the lecture itself, so I can do the PowerPoints at my own time. So I'm gonna look at the PowerPoints, take some notes in my book, and then we'll also do the cheat sheet, and then, you know, I'll continue my review throughout the day and then see how I feel this afternoon. If I'm not feeling up to it, then I'm not gonna take it. I also need to do some marketing math question review, so it's looking like I probably won't take it this afternoon. It's looking more like tomorrow, which is okay. I feel about 12:30 on Saturday and it's about that time. I had sorority meeting this morning. I'm ready to take my exam and then after this I'm gonna go dress shopping with my line sister. So it seems like the time is now to take this exam. I have my cheat sheet. I wrote on it and then I took some printed things and put them on there. A lot of the stuff I wrote, I kind of know it. Not kind of. The things I wrote on this side, I for sure know like in a concept, but I just wrote them, I think partially for review, but also in case he like asked a very specific vocabulary or language thing, I just wrote those things here. I wrote some definitions over here. Again, things I know, but thought might just be helpful to have. And then I wrote the equations over here. I feel good. I feel really good. I think I'm worried because of how good I feel that I'm like, maybe I'm missing something, but this marketing class so far has been my favorite class. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with this exam. I will come back with my grade and let y'all know what I got. Guys, I just submitted my exam. There was one question on there that was a math one, and I remember writing about it or doing it in like a lecture and like in my review, but as I'm sitting here taking the exam, I'm like staring at it and I'm like, no amount of me staring here is going to make me figure it out. So I feel confident I got that one wrong. And there were a couple others from the lecture that, again, I was reading them in my notes and I'm like, I remember this, but not exact. So I got a 66 out of 75. That's an 88. So I'm fine with that. I mean, it took me 26 minutes to take the exam. And then there were like a few math questions. Maybe everybody else will do really bad and he'll curve it, but I'm happy with that. I did not super stress over this. I felt very comfortable, like I said, almost too comfortable, but I'm not mad at 88 at all. So I'm about to go enjoy the rest of my Saturday. If you've watched this video to the end, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to see from me in the future. I love doing my MBA content. I'm trying to do more of these vlogs because a lot of these things I'm going to be doing anyway, so I want to show you my experience, and I will see you next time. Bye.